Maya Paaldo? Ako po MIRJAN Hipolito. Malyari ako pong ausan Mirj. Working as a writer on financial markets is very challenging, but I enjoy it. As they say, the market is always full of surprises. I've seen the stock market plunge to its record low during the height of the pandemic, but I've also seen it recover and do better than it did before. I've always been resourceful. I worked as a babysitter before. My early exposure in taking side jobs manifested better after I rested my wings from flying as a flight attendant to pursue further studies. I sold potato nuggets and handmade Capiz lanterns using my bike, and I became an independent woman capable of caring not only for herself, but also for her family.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back once again to Pageant Trend. This is Jay hosting the live interview with one of the top 75 candidates of Miss Universe Philippines 2021. But before that, I would like you to know that we are also live at our YouTube channel. So if you are a first timer on our YouTube channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button and always click the notification bell so that you will be updated whenever we have new uploaded videos. And if you are new also to our Facebook page, don't hesitate to click the like and also follow us on our Instagram account, Pageant Trend, for more updates, features, and news about pageants. So tonight is a very, very special night because we have a special guest, and she is, included on the top 15 for the casting video challenge. Yeah, and so talagang she's so gorgeous and stunning, and she is representing Angeles City. So without further ado, I know, guys, you are so excited to meet her here at Pageant Trend, and she's on the backstage right now. So without further ado, let us all welcome, or please help me welcome, guys, our special guest for tonight's live session, MIRJAN Hipolito, all the way from Angeles City. Hi,
Hi,
dear.
hi everybody. Hi Jay. It's so nice to see you here on a different platform. And I hope that you're all having a good night. It's a Saturday night and I hope that you're all enjoying it.
Yes, dear. Anyway, welcome to Pageant Trend. And I'm so excited, and overwhelmed to be here in Pageant Trend. All right.
Oh, the pleasure is
Okay.
mine. You know what? I never expected that I will be invited here. Kaya thank you po so much to you for inviting me.
You're welcome. All right. So, for the benefits of our international and local viewers tonight, please introduce yourself to us.
Hi guys, I'm Mirjan Hipolito. Yes, it's actually Mirhan and not Mirjan. Um,
Also,
my name is actually Croatian, but I'm a pure Filipina. And I'm 24 years old from Angeles City, Pampanga. I work as a financial markets writer. And a fun fact about me is actually I'm a vegetarian. I only eat plants. So my friends tell me that it's a very unique lifestyle that I have, especially in Pampanga, that we are the culinary capital of the Philippines, but it's a lifestyle that I enjoy. And aside from that, I love reading books. I am a very uh, I love learning from others. I love learning from authors. So that's all about me.
all right. Thank you so much, dear. Anyway, guys, you are allowed to ask questions from from our guests for tonight's live session. But disclaimer, we will not be entertaining some political questions and also questions that leading to political. All right, so you can ask anything about our guest or to Merhan. Sorry, Kanina, I mispronounced your first name. Anyway, Mirhan. Okay,
It's
so you can ask
possible,
about her.
everyone calls me Mirjan the first time, so I understand it.
Okay, thank you, dear. Okay, so you can ask anything about Merhan, and it could be either in her pageant journey or especially the Miss Universe Philippines journey, and of course, if there's a love life, you can ask, you know, something like that. But not too personal, guys. Okay. All right, so let's move on now to our formal interview. So, how are you, Merhan?
Oh, Jay, you know what? I've been really busy lately dahil sa mga photo shoots and everything that we needed to shoot. Like, yung mga upcoming challenges na dapat yung abangan. Naging busy po kami doon. Aside from that, I'm also a full-time worker. I'm balancing my full-time job in one hand and the pageant activities on the other. So it's been a really overwhelming week for me. But I'm so glad nung nalaman ko na, oh, it's Saturday tomorrow. It's time for me to unwind. And I was reminded na meron pala akong interview today. And it made it all together all exciting because I will be meeting you for the first time and I will be meeting our viewers for the first time as well. So everything is going on very good lately. I've been learning a lot. I've been very active a lot lately. And I hope that's the same with others.
Okay, thank you, dear. Let's talk about your previous pageant. So, aside prior of joining the Miss Universe Philippines, are there any previous pageant that you have joined before?
Yes, actually, I was crowned as the Miss Universe. As the Miss Angeles City back in 2015. When I was still 17 years old, I was one of the youngest contestants during that time. And after that, I was crowned as the Miss Pampanga 2015 second runner-up before I proceeded with my last pageant stint, which is Miss Association of Local Colleges and Universities National in 2016. And after that, I rested my wings to pursue my professional career.
Nice one, dear. So, this is your first national pageant, right? For Miss Universe Philippines.
The one that I mentioned kanina po, the Miss Alco National is a national, but it's only for schools. It's like Prisaa, but
Uh,
for local colleges. So technically, hindi po siya kasama. So yes, it is my first national pageant. The Miss Universe Philippines is my first national pageant.
all right. So, what have you learned during your previous pageant? Na you will apply it today for the Miss Universe Philippines 2021 pageant.
First is to setting your priorities straight. When I was uh, joining Miss Angeles City and Miss Pampanga, I was juggling it along with my studies. And it's the same with today. I'm juggling Miss Universe Philippines activities, as I've mentioned, with the kind of job that I have, which is mentally taxing at all times. But it all boils down to setting your priorities straight, knowing where you put your energy into, and knowing which activities or which platforms would come first on your priority list.
All right, nice one, dear. Anyway, since you have mentioned about your platform, let's can you give us some a short story about or short telling about your advocacy of joining the Miss Universe Philippines?
Yes, my advocacy is actually youth development with a particular focus on educational empowerment, trainings, and response. I've come up with this advocacy for the reason that I acknowledge that not every one of us is a winner in the birth lottery. Many of us are at a disadvantaged position, which is a very personal journey for me because I'm a daughter of a janitor. And at birth, I was given a 0.01% chance of finishing a degree. But I was able to do it after securing a scholarship and being surrounded by the right people. And I also want others to be given that same opportunity as well.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, let's talk about what made you decide to join the Miss Universe Philippines aside from, we all know that we have a lot of pageants, national pageants here in the Philippines. So why Miss Universe Philippines?
Last year, to be honest, Jay, I was so surprised on how the organization represented the diversity of Filipina beauty. We have seen mestiza beauties, we have seen morena beauties, we have seen oriental beauties, and it's just so empowering to see these women come together on a platform such as the Miss Universe Philippines and speak about their context and speak about what they have done so far for the community and what they could do more. And as a nation builder myself, I am an alumna of the Outstanding Students of the Philippines. I've been working closely with the community for the past 4 years. It's so empowering to have these platforms that would really highlight what my voice and the things that I advocate for.
Okay. Are you already aware during the screening that all of you will be, or the Miss Universe organization will be accepting 100 candidates or delegates?
To be very honest, n- we were I think we were informed nung malapit na po because nung una uncertainty pa kung matutuloy yung pageant, 'di ba? So napakasaya lang to know na ang dami talagang nag-audition and ang dami ding pinili ng Miss Universe Philippines organization na nauwi kami sa 100 delegates na alam naman natin talaga na these girls are the cream of the crop of their own provinces. So napaka-empowering lang nun to know na ang dami naming girls but at the same time, these girls are of good caliber na quality talaga.
What was your first reaction during nung nabalitaan mo na, there are 100 delegates na magko-compete kaming lahat?
Sabi ko, to be honest, sabi ko, oh yes, more chances of winning na makapasok ako. Sabi ko, kasi 'di ba, I'm a first timer sa national pageant. So, sabi, I'm counting my chances kung makaka-secure ako ng slot. Sabi ko, yes, 100 siguro naman papasok sa banga, 'di ba? So, I'm so happy isang daan and the response of the people then during the selection is very very nice and overwhelming. Kaya nakakatuwa siya.
Mm-mm. Okay. And now that you are, included or you made it to the top 75, anyway, congratulations for making it to the top 75 candidates or delegates.
So
Uh,
much there.
and as well as the news, the Miss Universe Philippines organization has announced that you are also included on the top 15 for the casting video challenge. So I'm really happy to see you on that top
Oo.
15. You really deserve that spot,
Oo.
dear. Okay. So
Yung kanina pong
how do you
na-announce
feel right now?
yun.
How do you feel right now nung nakita mo na nag-post yung Miss Universe Philippines and your name was, and photos were included?
Alam mo, Jay, nung na-announce siya, I was having my makeup training. And
Mm.
lahat kami na-surprise kasi we did not expect to get that kind of response from our netizens. For those people who have voted, para makapasok ako doon, especially na baguhan ako, if we're gonna see yung mga naka-include talagang everyone is deserving no? And I'm just so blessed na isa ako sa mga nakita ng mga taong bayan talaga na pasok pala. The beauty that I had is ay pasok doon sa natural beauty selection na hinihingi ng casting video challenge.
Okay, let's talk about for the top 75. For the runway challenge, what was your expectations on that challenge?
Actually, tulad ng mga nasabi ko sa mga naunang mga interviews, it was actually the runway challenge was an eye-opening challenge for me na ang dami ko pa talagang kailangan i-improve. There's so many things that I need to improve on, and many people have reminded me of that. And I'm so happy to hear that feedback, na yung mga kamay ko are still swaying at a very uncomfortable level. So we know na ngayon, and I know myself ngayon, on na kailangan ko pa talagang mag-practice. I need to practice more, especially sa pasarela. Especially yun yung weak point ko at this moment, one of the weak points ko. So regardless of the critical response from the netizens, I'm so happy of how everything turned out. It is a learning experience for me, and as I've said, I love learning from people, and I love hearing people's feedback. So I love the challenge, and looking at it now in hindsight, I couldn't be more happy about the performance that I've gotten in there.
All right. No, nung napasama ka sa top 100, and
Mhm.
all of you were instructed or informed that there will be several challenges na pagdadaanan nyo. Okay. What was your expectation, and as well as, yung reaction mo nung, oh my God, there is a lot of challenges, so hindi pala basta-basta makakapasok sa top ganito or makakapag-level up without giving our sacrifices and also effort. Oo, ano 'yon?
Mhm. Sa totoo, natuwa talaga ako for the reason na alam ko that I am in the right competition. Kasi alam ko na I really need to exert the 100% of my effort in order to get a spot, in order to get to the dream that I have. And it's just napaka gaan lang sa loob nun to know na pinag-effortan talaga yung spot na meron nung kung saan ka makakapunta ay pinag-effortan mo talaga. Pero naging medyo apprehensive lang ako at times dahil as I've mentioned, I am juggling a full-time job. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, how can I make this work? Pero I'm so glad that I'm surrounded by the right people. I'm surrounded by very good employers. I'm surrounded by the right team na talagang who coordinated with the right people and the right contacts to make the challenges easier for me to accomplish and to make the output the best of quality.
All right. Okay. What was running on your mind tonight? That the announcement of top 50 is really near.
I try to not stress everything and everything over kasi there are so much things in life that we have no control over. Tapos na po yung voting, tapos na po tayong nag-campaign for our slot, and what we can only do right now is to be hopeful na sana nakita ng netizens, nakita ng mga judges yung qualities na hinahanap sa akin. So I try to not think about it so much dahil it will just cause some worry, di ba? Where in fact it's the weekend, we must use this time to loosen up and to enjoy ourselves with our friends and our family. So I try not to think about it and just enjoy the moment that I have because it's something that I have no control over. Pero I'm hopeful po na sana talaga makapasok po ang Angeles City sa top 50.
Well, anyway, sa lahat naman kasi ng Angeles City talaga, sure talaga na nakakapasok yan sa national pageants. Oo. All right, sige. What do you think is your winning mindset towards this, your Miss Universe Philippines journey?
I think that in entering platforms like this, it is very important that you have a clear headspace when it comes to the bashing, to the negative emotion. And I have that. I have readied myself before I enter this that there will be some kind of mental and emotional setbacks. And having this kind of understanding already prepared me for what is to come. So I'm not affected na po sa mga nakikita ko na mga negative comments, and I take them constructively. I take those negative comments as a way to improve myself, which is the right attitude that a girl should possess, I think po.
Alright. So si Mirhan nga ba, ayun, are you really active in social media?
With regards sa question na yan, I've been questioned a lot dyan. Um, Happily, meron po akong social media team na oversee po ng mga ano ko, ng mga social media accounts like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, pati TikTok. But once in a while po, as much as I can, talaga nakikipag-interact din po ako sa mga supporters to thank them personally about uh, the things that they are doing for me and to show my gratefulness towards them. But juggling a full-time job while doing the challenges po, um, restricts me to have a time on social media. So I'm just so glad to have the right people ng social media team ko to oversee everything ng campaign ko sa web.
Ayan. Well, talking to the social media, what is your stance or opinion about the social media censorship?
Ano ba yan? Social media censorship.
Censorship.
Well,
Yes.
yes. Well, for me po, every person has the right to the right information, and social media are platforms that um, are actually effective ways to gather those information. On the other hand, even without regulations, even without censorships, we ourselves as citizens must know our responsibility. We must know the right sources that we should go into, and we must filter out the non-credible sources that just clouds our minds.
All right. When can we say that, or are you considered as a phenomenal woman?
Yes, I think so. I am a phenomenal woman for the reason that a phenomenal woman is a confident woman who thinks not only of herself, but also her community, despite everything that's happening. And as I've mentioned, I've worked closely with the community for the past 4 years of my life, dedicating the time that I have, the talent that I have, in order to uplift the quality of lives of people in the marginalized sector. And that itself is a phenomenal woman, and I am a phenomenal woman.
And when can we say that you are an empowered woman?
You are an empowered woman when you are secured about yourself. You are not seeking for outside validation from others. And you are an empowered woman when you know how to use your voice at the right time, at the right place, so that you could help others, so that you could speak up for others who could not. Thank you.
Nice one, dear. Nice answer. Okay, clap, clap, clap ako dyan sa sagot mo. Okay, next question for you. Mhm. So if given a chance to be crowned as the next Miss Universe Philippines 2021, what would be your first thing you will do?
First is to set my priorities straight. They say that the first day of the rain really dictates the trajectory of what is going to happen. So I will put the right persons at the right places and the right roles, people who will help me not only improve myself, but people would also help me be connected with the community more. It's very important that we will use our rain not only for our personal growth, but also we could use them so that we could amplify the causes that we have. And for me, it's educational empowerment. And I've already contacted so many people that could help me better uplift the advocacy that I have.
Okay, thank you, dear. Follow-up question. Um, how can um, how can you convince us that you really deserve to become the Miss Universe Philippines?
I believe that the Miss Universe Philippines is looking for a woman who come into terms with herself that she will be away from her family for the next 365 days in a year and put in the most uncomfortable situations during the most uncomfortable multiple times, and she therefore have to be very independent. I am an independent woman. I am an empowered woman who have worked closely with the community for so many years, and I believe that I'm ready to take on the responsibility.
Nice, nice, dear. All right. Next question again. So, now that this year's edition of Miss Universe Philippines 2021, they have come up with the theme, which is inspire you. So, could you tell us about your inspiring story?
As I've mentioned, I am a daughter of a janitor. I came from a very humble beginning. I came from a very simple home. And growing up, I never really thought that I will be here in front of you talking about experiences that I have because I never really thought that I would have a shot on life. But I did. I became a flight attendant at a very young age, which is my dream, and I was able to uplift my family. I was able to educate myself, and that in itself is a story that I want to share to others so that they could also realize that regardless of the situation that they are in, there is always light at the end of the tunnel if they know how to pull in the right resources, how to find the opportunities, and how to see light even in the darkest of times.
Nice. Thank you, dear. All right, sige. So let's move on now to the reading of comments and questions from our viewers. And I know that your fans and supporters are really waiting for this moment. So kanina pa sila naghintay sa'yo. Actually, before the live session, so marami na nagme-message sa pageant thread na, ayun, kung ano daw, mag-start ba or ngayon ba, tuloy ba yung live session with you. Sabi ko, yes. And now, guys, this is your time to shine. And also, don't forget to indicate the place where you at, of course, for you to get, shout out by Marhan. Okay. And also, don't forget to share our live session so that we can have more viewers to come also. Okay. All right. So let's have our first viewer from our YouTube channel, Pageant Trend. From I don't know what's the name of that. So go ati merge.
Hello,
Tama ba? Merge?
so nice to see you. Well, we are reading the comments, but I want to take this opportunity lang po, Jay, if you would allow,
Sure.
to thank everyone who have voted for me to get me into the top 15 of the casting video challenge. Maraming salamat po sa inyong suporta dahil po sa inyo kung bakit nakapasok po tayo. Kaya maraming salamat po.
All right. Thank you, dear. And we have from Mayan Criensha. Go merge.
Siya po yung manager ko ng TikTok. Hello, Ate Mayang.
Wow. Thank you so much for tuning in. And also from Dan Capule. Go Merhan Hipolito. Love.
Hi, Kuya Dan.
And also shout out to Ronella Mabaw Capones.
Hi, Ronella. It's so nice to see you here.
And also shout out to May Colina from Cebu.
Hi, May. So nice to see you here. Thank you for checking us out.
Don't forget to share live. And also from Marjun Comia. Pa-shout out po.
Oh, we almost had the same name, no, Marjun? Marjan?
Yes. Thank you so much for tuning in. And also from Vera Jane Pineda. Shout out. And from Gabrielle Lorenzo. Sending love, love, love.
These are people from TOSP, mga kasama ko po yan.
Wow. Thank you so much for tuning in. And also from Danielle Michael Estrada. Good luck, Miss Merge.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Danielle.
And from Yobob to Yogon Paho. Shout out from Kamsur.
Wow. Nationwide na tayo, Jay. So nice to see so many people come together galing sa iba-ibang provinces.
Correct, dear. And from Jasmine Tan. Hashtag Merge Universe.
Hi, Ate Jas. So nice to see you.
And also sabi ni Kevin De Leon, nandyan na ang dark horse ng batch. Nice.
Kuya Kevin, thank you so much for everything. Hello po.
Also sending a cheer. Hashtag Mirj Universe from John Alper Paez.
Hi, Kuya Alper.
From Carmeline Anore. Shout out po from San Fernando, Cebu.
Hi, Carmelie.
I hope you're okay there in Cebu and thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to share our live. And also from our YouTube channel, Patrick Pangilinan. Go Ate Merge.
Patrick. So nice to see you here. Thank you for tuning in.
And also from Mary Flor Forca Gabayno. Good evening, everyone. Good luck us all. From Mary Flor. Okay. And we have our regular viewers from Trinidad and Tobago, from Brandon Seratan. Good morning, Mirhan and Jay.
Hi, good morning, Brandon. Brandon.
Yes, Brandon. And a comment from Kevin De Leon Ganda. From Renz L. Ang gorgeous naman ni Merge.
Thank you so much, friends.
Sabi ni Dan Kapule, napakaganda naman nito.
Supportive and
Oh, yes. From Mimi De La Rosa, Josa.
oh, it's so nice to see you here.
Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And also, all right, let's have this from Lemur Grace, Beauty and Brains. Pa-shout out po, Miss Marhan from Iloilo.
Hi, Lemur. Hi, Lemur. So nice to see you po.
And we have cheering from Christina Obnimaga Limbago. Go, go, go. All right, we have our first question from our viewer, from Jeffrey Santos Gopez. The upcoming election 2020 is a hot topic today in news and social media. What is your advice to young people and the new voters?
I will keep this very, very short for the reason that, it's a political question, but I encourage everyone to get yourself registered and vote during the election day because the course of the lives of 100 million Filipinos will depend upon our choices when it comes to election day. So get yourself registered and let's make this work.
Ayan, thank you so much. Okay, so let's have okay, from shout out from Mark Angelo A. Anyasco. Pa-shout out po from Nueva Ecija. Okay, let's have this another this one. After you crowned Miss Universe Philippines 2021 and winning the fifth crown for the Philippines, what will be your next plan? From Ikud
Hello?
Raymond.
Yeah, ano po?
Question from Ikud
Ano po?
Raymond.
Sorry,
After,
that...
hello, dear.
Hello.
Narinig mo ako?
Yan po. Naglag. Yeah.
Okay.
Naglag po. Ano po yun?
All right. Sige. A question from Ikud Raymond. After you crowned Miss Universe Philippines 2021 and winning the fifth crown for the Philippines, what will be your next plan?
Well, we will continue the legacy before, if ever I will be crowned as the Miss Universe or the Miss Universe Philippines. I've been a nation builder, as I've mentioned. And I will always be a nation builder even after the pageant because the, the reign of a beauty queen is just 365 days or a year, but the legacy just continues on. So that is what I'm planning to do, just use the energy that I have left in order to help the community better, given the understanding that I have.
Thank you so much. And also watching Shay Hipolito. Go, go, go lang, Queen. Okay. Let's have this question from Lee Basilio Gozun. What would you say to people saying that beauty pageants objectifies women?
Beauty pageants have long evolved into becoming platforms where women can really speak for for the context that they have. And instead of looking at pageants in a negative view, in a negative perspective, we must change our perspective and look at it as an empowering tool where women could really become themselves, could really voice out the opinions that they have, and could really talk about the advocacies that they have in their hearts. Thank you.
Nice one, dear. Okay. Next question tayo. This one is a social issues. From JD Herrera. What is your stand for divorce, though?
As much as I would like to answer that but it's a political question. So, Jay, I will give you the discretion. Do you want me to answer it?
I think this is not a political question. This is just only for the social issues, divorce, dear.
Okay.
Mm-mm. You may you
I
can answer.
believe I believe and acknowledge in the sanctity of marriage, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm also believer. I'm also a believer of choice that is inherent to humans, especially when it comes to their relationships. Divorce gives people an easy way out of what we know an abusive relationship, or simply an irreconcilable differences between a husband and a wife. So that is where I stand. Thank you.
Nice. Ang galing. Okay. Thank you, dear. Okay, sige. Another. Merong question si John Patrick. Define confidently beautiful.
A confidently beautiful woman is a woman who is secured of herself. As I've mentioned, she is a woman who does not seek for external validation from others because she knows that her worth lies inside her heart. And that is a confidently beautiful woman.
Thank you so much, dear. Okay. Another question from Noel Rivera tayo. What makes you stand out from the other candidates?
I think that it is the story that I'm carrying with me. I've shared with you the story that I have, so you have a great deal of understanding of where you are coming from. And I believe that this story is not only for made, it is uniquely made for me, for myself. And I seek to use this story in order to empower others, including myself along the way.
Ayan. Thank you, dear. Ito, another question from Jeps Mendoza. Who are you as Merhan and who are you as a queen?
As Mirhan, I'm a very simple person. When you come across me along the streets, I think you would never recognize me because I'm wearing very simple clothes. Just sometimes you would see me on cafeterias reading a good book without my makeup on, without fancy clothes, and just a simple girl living her life very simply. But as a queen, Mirhan is a woman of purpose. She knows how to use the voices and the influence that she has in order to uplift the quality of lives of others because we only have one life, and I acknowledge that. And I want to use that and the influence that I have in order to help others as much as I can.
Ayan. Thank you. Ang galing-galing talaga ni Mirhan and your fans and supporters are very proud of you, dear. Let's move on to the next question from Mayan Creensha. What is your own definition of the word beautiful?
I will keep this very short. Being beautiful will always lie on its functionality. We, Everything that is considered beautiful should be functional, and that for me is beautiful.
Nice. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's have from Gina Garcia Bao. Watching from Saudi, Ganda Queen Merhan.
Thank you.
Okay, let's have this one. Question from Kenneth Parasful. So far, what are the different struggles you've experienced during this Miss Universe Philippines journey?
As I've mentioned, I am a career woman who is juggling a full time job along with the activities that I have. So it was very difficult for me to pull myself out of the responsibilities that I have at work and do the activities that are lined up for me for the pageant. So it was one of the biggest struggles that I have come across with, and I was able to, in a way, ascend from. But aside from that, this this journey really proved to me the mental and emotional um, requirements that pageants really require from their girls. So that is one thing. But it's fun altogether. I'm enjoying the journey so far.
Nice. Oh, yes, that's the most important. You're enjoying your journey.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, alam mo, Jay, I don't want to look back at the experience and say na, sana in-enjoy ko pala, sana hindi pala ako nagpadala sa mga bashers or emotions or anything of that. So that is exactly what I'm trying to do, to steady my mind and to focus on the things na nai-improve ko, to focus on the small victories that I was able to get through this journey.
Correct. And also never compare to yourself to others, di ba? Hmm. Okay.
Exactly. That's a very important one.
Yeah, sige. Let's move on to the next shout out from Mark Angelo A. Anyasco. Pa-shout out po kila Shello Esteban, Sara Gonzalez, Camille Esteban, Eileen Evasco, and Rainier Aguilar. Thank you. Thank you po. God bless. And shout out po from Canada. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to share our live session and let's have a comment from our YouTube channel viewer. You are so smart from Mole
Thank you.
Willows. Okay, let's have next question from Patrick Pangilinan. How do you define happiness?
For me, happiness will always be directly proportional to expectations. Sometimes our inability to grasp the happy things that we already have is brought by our own expectations. So if we know how to be contented with whatever we have, and we set our expectations low, then we will have happiness in our lives.
Nice, dear. Okay, we have a question from your manager, I think, from Alan Leonardo Malit. What can man learn from a woman?
Oh, there is nothing that a man could learn from a woman. Because if I'm going to tell you that a man could learn how to be compassionate or how to be soft from a woman, then that would invalidate all the efforts that our fathers have been trying to put out there in order to show compassion to their children, in order to show the soft side uh, for their children. And it's the same with the other gender. Scientifically speaking, anatomically speaking, we are only different in terms of our anatomies and our physical capabilities. So and in terms of our temperament and what we could do, then we are all equal. So there is nothing that a man could learn from a woman that he could not learn from himself. Thank you.
Ayan. Thank you so much, dear. Talagang ready na si Marhan to get the Miss Universe crown. Miss Universe Philippines crown. Ayan. Okay, another comment from Girly Dizon. You're very smart, Merge. So proud of
Hi,
you.
Auntie. She's actually my auntie. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Wow. Thank you so much for tuning in, Tita. And don't forget to share our live session tonight. And we have, okay, comment from Danuel Michael Estrada. Pak Ganorn. All right. Sige. Okay, let's move on to the next viewer from our YouTube channel, from Renz L. Your message to those with mental health concerns, please.
You should take things slow and listen to your heart. There is no one that could help you get better in that situation except for yourself. So if you think that you're strong, if you think that you're capable, then you will be. So believe that you're capable and that you are strong.
Nice. Okay. Let's have may comment si si Dan Kapule, nakakaiyak ang husay daw.
Thank you.
Can you say about that, dear?
Thank you, Kuya Dan.
Okay, and sabi ni Patrick Pangilinan, mic drop daw. Okay, let's have from Raymond Padida. If you find a genie and he can grant you three wishes, what would it be? Shout out from Lipa, Batangas. Thanks.
First is to lessen the sufferings in the world, which is very relevant with everything that's happening in Afghanistan, in Haiti. Next is to make people always grateful. Sometimes we are so concerned about the things that others have that we mislook what we already have. And next is for people to understand that before they see what is different from ours, they should see first what makes us similar. And that understanding will make us more united during times that we polarize ourselves because of our different religions, because of our different beliefs and our different backgrounds. So those are the things that I would want to wish to the genie.
Nice. Thank you so much, dear. Okay, another question from Kenneth Parasful. How important it is for you to win the title of Miss Universe Philippines?
What is important for me is to get the right amount of following that is presented through the pageant in order for me to be able to amplify the causes that I have. For me, that is beyond winning. Because after the pageant, after the stretch of the pageant, you will question yourself, what have you done? Given the exposure that is given to you, given the opportunity to you. So I want to look back on this moment and say that I've used the cause that I have and the time that I have while campaigning for the Miss Universe, not eyeing for the crown, but eyeing for the platform and the influence that it will give me in order to speak for the causes that I advocate for.
I agree with you, dear. So the most important talaga is of course your causes and your core and
True.
the purpose of joining
Your point.
of getting that title. All right, sige, let's have a comment from John Michael Cortez Abordo. God bless, watching from Puerto Princesa City. Let's have Go Queen from Anya. All right, sige, let's move on to the next. Okay, another question from Leira Bognot. What is the best value or core value for our youth today?
Well, it is to look for what they could do for the community first before themselves. Right now, it is best to acknowledge that the youth sector are very adept to technology, but only a few people know how to use this vantage point in order to rally for very important things, for very relevant things that are relevant in today's society. So I think that is very important for the youth today.
Nice. Okay, sabi ni Carl Justin Kainglet, rooting for you, Merhan. Manifest na natin that you will get the crown.
Thank you. Well,
Okay, another question from Jeps Mendoza. Name one specific program that you've done that you want to continue if winning the title.
last year during the height of the pandemic, I have actually made with other TOSP alumni the project Mula sa Piso, Donasyong Mula sa Puso. It is a donation drive that targets to collect the funds for to help our Aita community in Porac and Florida Blanca in Pampanga to shift towards the new form of learning, which is online learning. And we know that in the mountain areas, that will never be possible. So what we did is we pulled resources together and we printed the modules and delivered that to the mountains. And, it reminds me of the humble beginning that I have, that regardless of the struggles that I experience, I still push through my education. And that holds true to those population or ITA population. They're able to continue on with their education because of the help that we are able to give them. And I hope for the same to the rest of the community in the Philippines.
Thank you, dear, for that wonderful answer. Okay, from Raymond Padida, how do you handle confrontation?
First is to be calm. It's very important. As a flight attendant myself, I've experienced so many confrontations in my life. So the first thing is to be calm, to listen to what the other party has to say, and that when you're calm and you already know what to explain, what to say, that is the only way. That is the only time that you explain your side, because you're more likely to have a very good resolution when both parties are at a very calm state.
Nice one, dear, again. And comment from Sarah, beauty and brain indeed. Mm. Okay, let's have this one. Question from Jasmine Tan from our YouTube channel viewer. Para kanino ka bumabangon?
Para sa bayan at sa bawat mamamayang naghihirap.
Nice. Okay. And from Kevin De Leon, Aita Community Love. And ayun, let's have this one. Question from Parasful. What makes you think? What makes you think you deserve to be the winner? Your fans and friends here, all you want to win. How would you feel if you don't win this title? And what is your weakest point?
Yes, I would still feel very grateful even if I wouldn't win the title. As I've mentioned, my eyes is focused on the influence that I will be gaining, the exposure that I will be gaining through this pageant and on the title itself. Although it is inherent for me to wish for that, but if it's not meant to be, then that is something that we have no control over. But I will still remain grateful for the experience that I have during the pageant. So, yes. My weakest
Thank you so
point. So I'm still very shaky when it comes to my pasarela, as I mentioned kanina. And
much.
aside that, I have so much things to improve on, and I'm still working on myself. And I acknowledge that, and I'm very happy to know that.
Yeah. So, madali lang yung pag-aralan, dear. Oo. More
I've been
training.
practicing very, very hard mga nakaraan.
Okay, sige. Another question from Jeps Mendoza. What completes a woman?
It is her sense of purpose. A woman will only be complete if she knows that she has a desire on her inside her heart to to use the voice that she has, to use the intelligence, to use the talent that she has for a greater purpose, which is to serve the community, as I've mentioned, which is exactly what I'm doing right now.
Ayan. Thank you, dear. Follow-up question ko sa'yo. Okay. If you are going, or if you are given a chance to meet one of the winners of Miss Universe, ayun, sino yung gusto mong ma-meet and what would be uh, what will be your question or what will you ask to her?
It would definitely be Zolzbini Tunzi, because I'm so amazed by the amount of conviction that her words carry through. And what I want to ask her is what keeps her grounded despite of all the compliments that she receives pertaining to her intelligence, her beauty, and everything that she stands for. So yes, it's gonna be Sasabini Tuzi, and it's gonna be a major fangirling moment for me.
Nice. Okay, sige. Next tayo. Eto, do you think the pageants are still relevant nowadays, especially in the height of the pandemic? I think that's time of pandemic.
Yes, I believe so. During this time of the pandemic, we all understand that it's very, very difficult for us to draw inspiration from anything. And pageants have become a way for us to become happier again, to us for us to draw inspiration from the stories of girls, of the things that they show out there for their voices, their talents, their beauty, and having that understanding. I believe that pageants are relevant in today's society because they serve as an inspiration to the population.
Nice one, dear. Okay, from Jasmine Tan. What does it truly mean to be fearless?
It is to be secured within yourself. Again, I said it is to never seek outside validation from others because you already know that you are capable. You already know that whatever it takes for you to be fearless is your understanding that you are fearless.
Nice one, dear. Okay. Eto, from Anthony Pangilinan, do you consider yourself as a dark horse in the Miss Universe competition?
Oh, I get that a lot. That comment a lot, but I don't think so. I don't like to get it into my head and remind me that you're a dark horse and you must perform and you must speak at the right moment. No, I don't want to pressure myself like that. I just want to enjoy because every label that you put in a person just pressures them to do better. So I don't really consider myself as a dark horse for that reason.
All right. Sige. Okay. From Prince R.S. Pangilinan, go Queen Merge.
How do you mean? We miss you here.
And also, shout out to from Mark Angelo Anyasco. Pa-shout out po kay Jacqueline, what's this? Bulaladi from India. Thank you po. God bless. Next one. Okay. Eto, from Jeps Mendoza. If you will sharing the stage being one of the top two, who do you think will you holding hands with?
I would refuse to answer that for the reason that I haven't really reviewed the profiles or the capabilities of other candidates. It's so difficult to name drop right now without knowing who their content, without knowing who what they're standing for. So I would like to get to know them more before I answer that.
Ayan, sige. No problem, dear. Okay. Let's have from Angeline Nel Galicia. Go Queen Merhan. Pa-shout out po watching from Angeles City. Ayan. Narinig mo, dear? Hello, dear. Are you still there? So I guess Merhan is having a hard time with her internet connection kasi medyo maulan dun sa Angeles City ngayon. So please bear with us, guys. All right. Dear, are you still there? Merhan? Okay, so medyo nagkakaroon siya ng problem. I will try to contact her. Ayun. So, I guess... Hello, dear.
Hello po.
Ayan, medyo nawawala-wala ka.
Um,
Mm-mm. Ayan. Okay na, dear?
Okay po, opo.
Okay,
Nawawala po
sige,
ata.
sige. Okay, oo, nawawala ka kasi, oo. At eto, next question
Um,
tayo from Kenneth
I think
Paras.
po, hello? The
Yes, yes,
connection
dear.
is really, hello, hello. I didn't really, I didn't quite get that po.
Okay, narinig mo ako? Do you hear me, dear? Hello?
Hello, hello
Hello, dear?
po.
Yes, I can hear you. Do you hear me?
Yun po, sorry about the connection.
It's okay, no problem. Okay, this question is from Kenneth Parasful. If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be?
Oh, it is our inherent quality to acknowledge what makes us different first before understanding our similarities, because our that is the root cause of all our problems, the wars, the genocides, and every conflict that have transpired throughout history is because of that. So if we could just acknowledge that we are first humans before identify with our respective differences, then we are more likely to see a world that is more united.
Nice one. Okay. Eto. Okay, from Mark Shao Uy, watching from Los Angeles. Okay, so that was and our question and answer portion with our live viewers. So let's move on to the next portion of this live interview session, which is the fast talk questions. Are you ready, dear?
Okay, let's do this. It sounds very interesting. So it's my first time to do it.
Okay, so I have prepared you a slideshow, and you are going to um, watch it on your monitor. Okay, before I'll be reading the question first, and then you will answer. Okay, narinig mo yun, dear?
Yep, loud and clear. Thank you.
All right, sige, sige, sige. Let's have. Okay. Uh-huh. Hold on for a while. I'm going to share the slideshow. Oh my G. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. There you have it. Do you see it, dear?
Ayan, sige po.
Ayan, nakikita mo? Do you
Ay,
see it on your monitor?
wala po siyang laman.
Sige,
Jay, I
wala
would
pa
like
yan,
to
dear.
after nito, I'm gonna invite everyone to tune in with Mama
Yes.
Sam Bruce. Because I will be interviewed as well by Mama Sam Bruce. So I hope to see you all there in a short while. After this fast talk po na Jay, we'll be proceeding
Yes.
with um,
Yes, I will be giving you I will be giving you a time to promote yourself, as well as your the Miss Universe journey, and as well as anything, anything activities you had. All right?
yeah. Thank you so
Sige.
much, Jay, for that. Wala
You're
siyang
welcome.
naka-plan.
Okay, sige.
Naka-snooze.
Ito na. This is the first question. What is the most unusual fear you have?
Take-offs. I worked as a flight attendant for 3 years, but that fear never really worn off. So it's take-off.
Okay. Sige. Next question. What do you wish people would stop asking you?
My height.
All right. Next. What's the biggest lesson life has taught to you?
It is to be very grateful in everything that you experience.
Good. Next. What pictures or paintings you have had a big impact on you?
Oh, I cannot pick a specific picture, but I love looking at impressionist paintings from the past.
All right. Sige, next question. What movie or book character are you most similar to?
I don't really watch movies, but I think it is the main character of To Kill a Mockingbird, which is a girl that is advocating for women's rights during the before time. So I'm also as powered as her.
Ayan, sige, next tayo. What's the best thing about being a beauty queen?
Oh, it is the amount of following that we have because we could also encourage others to consider the causes that we advocate for.
Hello, dear. Hello?
Hello po. Nawala po
Ayun.
ako.
Ayan, nandyan ka. Nagkaroon na ng problem yung ano ko. Okay, next question tayo. Ayan, yung question na yan. Oo. Ayan. How quickly do you jump to conclusions about people?
Oh, not too quickly because I have debunked and I don't believe in first impressions last. So no, I'm not the type of person.
Okay, sige. Next question. If you could replace handshake as a greeting with interesting new greeting, would you, what interesting new greeting would you replace it with?
It would definitely be a hug. Um,
Mhm.
Especially during this time of the pandemic, no, that highlighted our desire to be in contact with everybody. A hug makes every person feel better.
Exactly. Okay, next question. What fact are you really surprised that more people don't know you?
And what fact are you really surprised that more people don't know about me? You mean
Yeah,
that I'm a vegetarian? Every person I encounter, were like surprised by the kind of lifestyle that I have.
ayan. Thank you so much. Next question. Who is the most humble person you know?
Of course, it's my mom. She's a very
Mhm.
humble person. She's very simple, and I want to be just like her.
Okay, next. Love life or crown?
Crown, of course.
Mm, Okay, next. What app on your phone do you wish you used more?
It is a podcast app because
Mm,
there's so much things that you could learn from a podcast episode. And I love listening to podcasts whenever I run or run errands. And I wish I used it more.
Okay, next question tayo. Favorite Miss Universe queen you admire most?
Everyone, of course, there's Pia, there's Catriona. But if it's from other countries, it would definitely be Zoe Binitunsi.
Mhm. Okay, sige. Next, what makes you blush?
Oh, the cooking of my mom. I could really gauge if she is in a good mood when her cooking is very tasty. So that makes me blush.
Ayan. Who do you make happy?
Oh, my family. I'm a very family-oriented person, and I use every time that I have in order to make my family happy.
All right. Next, what was something you ate regularly as a child? Okay. But now cringe at the thought of eating.
Fried chicken. I have become a vegetarian. I can't eat chicken anymore. So whenever I
Okay, so yun lang, no? All right. So there you have it. So that's end our fast talk questions. And thank you so much, dear, for spending your time with us here at Pageant Trend. And again, congratulations for making it to the top 15 for
Thank you so
your
much.
sing video challenge. Ayan.
Thank you so much
Okay.
for for inviting me here. And I really had a great conversation with you. And thank you so much to our viewers for tuning in and for your support. It is through your effort and your support that I was able to get into the top 15 of the casting video challenge.
All right. So I will give you the floor now to promote yourself here in Pageant Trend, and as well as to give thanks to the person behind your Miss Universe Philippines journey. And if you have any activities, you can promote it here now.
Yes, I would like to take this opportunity to thank my team, Miss Universe Philippines, Angeles City, and Pampanga for all the support that they have given me to make me a better woman. Um, to my family, of course, thank you so much. And I'm asking for your support. If ever I'll get to the top 50, then it is another round of voting. And now the KTX ticket is already out there. If you want to buy your tickets and watch online for the Grand Coronation night, you may use my link. It is posted on my Instagram. Thank you so much for all your support, and I hope to see you again. Bye.
All right. Thank you
Bye,
so
Jen.
much, dear. Bye bye.
Bye po. Salamat.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much, dear, for your time. Sige, you may leave na. Oo. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and I hope that you enjoyed, watching our conversation with Miss Universe Philippines Angeles City. And ayun, so abangan nyo ulit ang live session ko tomorrow night. Let me see the schedule if ayun. So tomorrow we will be having an interview with Man of the World 2017. So abangan nyo siya tomorrow. I guess it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So just stay tuned sa aking mga posting sa mga event or sa next interviews. But if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and also click the notification bell so that you will be updated whenever we have new uploaded videos. And if you are new to, our Facebook page, don't hesitate to click the like and also follow us on our Instagram account, Pageant Trend, for more updates and features about, pageants. And ayun, so if you are a TikTok users, we also have TikTok account. Just type it Pageant Trend Official. Ayun. And also, thank you so much, guys, and have a nice evening, Saturday evening here in the Philippines. And mabuhay. Please take care and keep safe always. This has been Jay Barbo hosting the live interview with Miss Universe Philippines 2021 Angeles City, MIRJAN Hipolito. Ayan. So, thank you, guys, and bye.